formally organize the Blue Ribbon Committee as we begin our work in the 20th Congress. Under Rule 10, Section 13, Subsection 2 of the Rules of the Senate, the committee shall have the jurisdiction on all matters relating to, including investigation of malfeasance, misfeasance, and nonfeasance in office by officers and employees of government, its branches, agencies, subdivisions, and instrumentalities, implementation of the provision of the Constitution on nepotism, and investigation of any matter of public interest on its own initiative or brought to its attention by any member of the Senate. Under the same rules, the committee shall be composed of 17 members, and the following senators were duly elected as members of the committee. First, Senior Vice Chairman, Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, Vice Chair Senator Erwin Tulfo. As members, Deputy Majority Leader J.B. Ejercito, Senator Aquino, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Lapid, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pangilinan, Senator Rafi Tulfo, Deputy Minority Leader Subiri, Deputy Minority Leader Ontiveros, Senator Lacson, Senator Ligarda, official member, Senator President Pro Tempore Jingo Estrada, Majority Leader Joel Villanueva, and Minority Leader Vicente Soto III. The committee will conduct inquiries or investigations in aid of legislation in accordance with the pertinent provision of the rules of the Senate and the rules of procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation as amended. We now proceed with the consideration and adoption of the rules of the Blue Ribbon Committee that will guide our committee in its operations and conduct of meetings, hearings, and investigations. Before the members of this committee is a copy of the proposed rules, which are the same rules adopted by the Blue Ribbon Committee during the 19th Congress. Do I hear a motion to adopt these rules?
I move to adopt the rules, Mr. Chair.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There is a motion on the floor as well as a second. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion for adoption of the rules hereby approved. These rules shall govern all proceedings, meetings, hearings, and investigations of this committee during the 20th Congress. Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng naririto ngayon sa pag-uumpisa ng ating pagdinig sa isang pinaka-controversial na paksa. Ang usapin patungkol sa mga flood control projects na pinagmagatang The Philippines Underwater. On August 11, 2025, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. disclosed deeply troubling findings from an initial government review of flood control projects implemented so far during his administration. The President revealed that only 15 contractors have cornered approximately 100 billion worth of flood control projects, representing 20% of the total 545.6 billion pesos allocated for some 9,855 flood control projects from July 2022 to May 2025. The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee convenes today for this motu proprio inquiry into serious allegations of malfeasance, misfeasance, and nonfeasance concerning the award and implementation of flood control projects that have been disproportionately concentrated among a select group of contractors. Napapanahon na para alamin at himayin ang katotohanan sa likod ng mga maanomalyang nakapalibot sa mga kontratang inilaan para sa flood control. Tama na ang pagpapaikot at paglihis sa tunay na problema. Tungkulin natin ngayong bigyang linaw at sagot ang mga kababalaghang nangyayari sa mga kontratang pinasok ng gobyerno at ang mga private contractors. The root of the issue before us boils down to the rampant corruption entangled with the core of our government. Tila sakit na kanser na siyang unti-unting sumisira sa ating bansa. Records will show that billions are spent every year to fund flood control projects that are supposed to control or mitigate flooding in our country. The magnitude of this issue cannot be understated. Funds are wasted over questionable projects. Lives and properties are lost due to failures in flood control. Enough is enough. Pagod na ang mamamayang Pilipino na lumikas mula sa kanilang mga tahanan sa maghakot ng kagamitan upang makaligtas sa panganib na dulot ng rumaragasang tubig. We should not accept this misfortune simply as effects of climate change. It will never be a valid justification for our failure to provide strong and protective shields against something inevitable but preventable. The Netherlands is 25 to 30% below sea level. Yet its innovative people gifted the world with engineering solutions to flood problems. We have a choice. Either we adopt the best practices of the Netherlands or we settle a poor copy of Venice in the Orient. As members of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, we're duty-bound under the Constitution to conduct inquiries in aid of legislation. Our mandate extends beyond mere investigation. We must examine whether existing laws and regulations governing public procurement, project implementation, and infrastructure development are adequate and properly enforced. The potential violations under scrutiny include government procurement laws, Republic Act 3019, Republic Act 6713, and various DPWH and DBM procurement guidelines and circulars. The committee seeks to, number one, establish the facts surrounding the concentration of flood control contracts among 15 contractors and beyond, if warranted. Two, examine compliance with procurement laws, regulations, and due process requirements. Three, investigate probable irregularities in bidding processes, technical specifications, and project awards. Four, assess the quality and effectiveness of completed flood control projects. Five, identify systemic weaknesses in government procurement and project monitoring. Six, determine accountability for any malfeasance, misfeasance, or nonfeasance. Number seven, recommend legislative measures to prevent similar occurrences and strengthen oversight mechanisms. The committee shall conduct these proceedings guided by the following principles. Transparency. All proceedings shall be conducted in full view of the public with complete documentation and live coverage where appropriate. Due process. All resource persons and parties shall be afforded their constitutional rights, including the right to counsel and protection against self-incrimination. Impartiality. This committee approaches this inquiry without predetermined conclusions, committed only to uncovering the truth based on evidence and testimony. Public interest. Our primary consideration is the protection of public funds, the delivery of effective flood control solutions, and an end to the suffering of the Filipino people. During the course of this inquiry, we expect to hear from officials from the Department of Public Works and Highways, representatives from the Department of Budget and Management, recommendations from then Commission on Audit, representatives from the 15 contractors identified by President Marcos Jr. in press conference dated 11 August 2025. We shall examine procurement documents and bidding records, project implementation reports and certifications, financial records, comparative analysis of project costs and effectiveness. Hindi madali ang usaping ito. Hindi ko rin nanaising patagilin ang pagdinig tungkol dito. Hindi ito plataforma para magpasikat o magpalakas tayo sa mga tao. Lalong hindi ito pamumulitika o pagsira sa reputasyon ng kahit sino. Nais ng kumiting ito na gawing makabuluhan at produktibo ang bawat pagdinig ng ating gagawin. May I remind our resource persons to cooperate fully and answer truthfully. And please don't be too smart. Confucius said that if you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. I request my colleagues to efficiently manage our time as we clarify matters from our resource persons. Let us veer away from repetitive statements and questions that may unnecessarily prolong our inquiry. We owe it to our people. Tandaan natin na bawat dam o dike na itinatayo ay galing sa pera ng bawat Pilipino. Bilang mga mambabatas, responsibilidad po nating magsulong ng mga kaukulang batas na makapagpapabago sa mga nakalakaran sa gobyerno para sa ikabubuti ng bansa. Hindi tayo narito bilang hukom na uusig sa mga naglipanang kawatan, kundi tungkulin nating alamin at usisain ang pinaggagamitan ng ating pinasang tao ng budget. It is our duty to get to the bottom of this. Kahit sisirin pa natin ito kung kinakailangan. No stone shall be left unturned and no one shall be spared. Pagtulungan po nating hanapin ang katotohanan at tuluyang makapaglatag ng epektibo at pangmatagal ang solusyon sa suliranin natin sa pagbaha. Kahit mahirap o tila imposible, pero sa tulong ng bawat isang Pilipino na may pakialam at pagmamahal sa kanyang bansa, ito ay tiyak nating may pagtatagumpay. Maraming salamat po. I now declare this hearing officially open.